Todd Grisham. Ricardo Mayorga, willing to fight anyone and everyone, faced some of the best boxers in the division. Who could forget when he beat Vernon Forrest in one of the biggest upsets of the year to win a world title? Here comes the Miracle Man himself, Daniel Jacobs. He bounced back from cancer as a two-time middleweight world champion and has fought the best of the best in his division. Let's see what he's got for us here in this one.
It'll be ding-ding from first buzzer off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Managua, Nicaragua, introducing the colorful two-weight division champion of the world, El Matador Ricardo Mayorga. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed two-time middleweight champion of the world, known as the Miracle Man, introducing Daniel, the Miracle Man Jacobs.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. And that's the opening bell, round one. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. They block the hook. Good shot with the left. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. And he scores with the counter. His stamina is off the charts. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Very close round with 10 seconds. Hold that thought. Jacobs in real trouble. Let's talk about Ricardo Mayorga in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
How you doing? Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. It's the same again. Don't change too much.
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
No rest for the weary. done with that counter shot. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice counter shot. How did he absorb that hook? This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Mayorga in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
And there's the bell for round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Missing with that right hook. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice job blocking the hook. Beautiful counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. It's bombs away. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Mayorga in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judge.
Here we go to the 4th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. And down goes Daniel Jacobs. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, then he's out of there.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with that hook. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Better than that. Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out there.
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
Jab back. Box.
Time for the 5th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Misses with the straight left. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the hook. That hook won't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That hook was off target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ricardo Mayorga in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
This round. Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
Go out there and let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round. But we don't care.
This is the beginning of round 6. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's putting up.
And down goes the Miracle Man. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. And you continue.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I don't know who's got the advantage here after both men tasted the canvas in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What does that tell you?
Let's go out there and get your box.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You were thinking? You were
Okay, focus, man. Focus.
Here we go, it's round 7. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we gonna see here?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath. Did you see that? This is not... And there goes Jacobs. He's down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You all right?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. Didn't wait long, and before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
A swing and a miss with the left hook. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. What about Jacobs in that last round? You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little.
Come on, you want to win this fight? Fight. You've been coasting this fight.
Great. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick.
Be confident. You gotta take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of your jab.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Just missed with that hook. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh boy, the Miracle Man now. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. And the referee will allow this to continue. Good job trying to back out of trouble. I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Jacobs in real trouble. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.